Hello, I'm going to go over my high school science unit plan. So, this is going to be a life science unit, a life science class that's typically grades 9 and 10, but it can be 11 and 12 as well. What I based uh, my unit on was 10 days of a typical 50-minute class period, can be adjusted for different schedules. And then my two goals were students will learn about the structure and function of DNA in different specialized cells, and they'll discuss, research, and demonstrate the organization of interacting systems that provide necessary functions to the human body. These were both made up based on the Common Core standards that are being addressed. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible just because science is very complicated, and it's really easy to get into too many details. So basically, I'm starting the unit off with instruction of new content using Nearpod. So they're going to go over the structure and function of DNA. And then I found this YouTube channel that's called the Amoeba Sisters, and they are just like an animated kind of cartoon that goes over different topics of science, and they have a whole playlist dedicated to DNA, RNA, and protein synthesis. I came up with this activity at the end of each heavy content day to have groups get together and put their questions on a class Padlet, and then they're going to try and answer each other's questions within their own group, and if they can't answer it, then we'll also discuss it as a class. Students are going to create an account on Notion, which is a note-taking website or app, and utilize a task list template and a journal template. So basically just to do goal setting each week, and then to utilize a journal template as a way to collect resources and take notes for later projects. Another project, mini project I have, is a DNA model project. They're going to be shown how to read codon charts and then do a worksheet, and then they'll either create a rhyme song with the main vocabulary words and definitions talking about structures and function of DNA, or they'll create a Powtoon or use physical items just to create a representation of DNA. And then there's a few other activities in between that are going to get them ready for their big project, which is to pick an activity, and then within that activity they're going to go over different functions that are necessary to complete it, and what could go wrong, and the different interacting systems within that activity. I hope that made sense. But yeah, I will link my unit plan also.